NCAA 07. Guys, welcome back to the episode of my NCAA series where we take a look at different intros throughout the last 25 years of the NCAA games. Starting off with NCAA 7, going all the way up to college football 25. As always, this is a request-only series, so if you want me to do a certain team, tell me down below. Today we have on the docket. First, going to start off here in this video with Maryland. We also got Minnesota, and we also got Kentucky. So far, we have done a bunch of different schools so far in this series. So, for example, we have done schools like Notre Dame. We have done schools like Michigan, Alabama. One second, let me pull up the full list here. Again, it is a request-only series, but we did Georgia, Texas, Penn State, Alabama, LSU, South Carolina, Duke, Clemson, Oregon, Michigan, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. So if I listed a team right there and that's not the team that you're thinking in your head of who we should do next, tell me down below which team we should do next. Because again, like I said, this is a request-only series, so we just kind of, do whatever people want to see. As always, the first real big boy intro is going to be NCAA 11. That's when intros start really getting good. I kind of have these first couple in here because they are sometimes like pretty decent. Sometimes they can be pretty, but sometimes it can also be pretty good. So I do like to have these in here just for that said reason. It also shows off more of the stadium. In the later NCAAs, they don't show off the stadium as much. The early NCAAs, because they can't do anything with players' likeness or show off players because there was no NIL deals at the time, they don't really show off the stadium. And I do like seeing these college stadiums and how they look throughout the years. So that's why we do include the earlier copies of the NCAA series. But NCAA 10 does focus a little bit on the marching band, which I always find interesting and cool. And I always think if I ever was in the marching band, I would probably butcher this whole situation right here. So what are they? Okay, so they're spelling out Terps, I think. Unless I'm completely illiterate. That's upside down as well. Okay. A-C act. Act titties. Okay. That's what I read. Act titties. That's what I read. Impact player number 22 on the other team for North Texas for some reason. I don't know why when we do these intros, they don't actually show off like the impact player for your team. It just does the opposing team. Like, I don't know. If I'm going through a game, I want to know. I guess you do kind of want to know who you're playing against and who their best player is. I don't know. Anyway, NCAA 11. This is the good one, okay? This is the one we actually came to see. I did fix the textures as always. This used to be broken, but somehow, some way I fixed this game, and now the textures look beautiful. We do have Michigan versus North Carolina. I am a Notre Dame fan, and my college football knowledge is very, very small. So if you'd like to give me some tidbits down below, feel free to. I do appreciate it. Whenever I do this series, there's always someone who would give me tidbits about the team, and I'm like, oh, okay. Appreciate that, learning more about that said program. So far, the best intros have been LSU and Texas. Those have been the best intros by far so far. But let me see. Maryland players in the NFL. Does Maryland produce a lot of good NFL talent is my question. We got Stephon Diggs. Okay. Stephon Diggs really carried that. Okay, I mean, there's players, but they're not really, like, crazy great players. Really, there's only one, like, really amazing player in the NFL from... Yannick Ngakoue wasn't bad. He had a pretty good run at one point. Jermaine Lewis. Okay. Troy Smith, obviously. Ravens quarterback legend. Yeah. Not many. Not many in the NFL. Looks like there are some guys, but not too many Maryland guys who made it to the NFL who was really that crazy successful. But hey, as always, not every single college produces like an insane amount of, NFL players. Sometimes there's somewhat of a limited amount. So, yeah, Deontay Banks never really panned out. Spencer Anderson. Yeah, this list is really rough. This list is really not the greatest list of all time. Darnell Savage, kind of cool list right there with Darnell Savage. Anyway, though, let's get into NCAA 12 here, as we do have custom signs. Okay, we got the fans. This is, I hope you understand what I mean when I say, I included the early ones because they don't show off the stadium as these. The newer NCAAs, they never show off the stadium, and I feel like you kind of missed that opportunity to see the whole stadium. But I also do really like the turtle, the bronze turtle, the statue of the turtle. That's kind of cool. Obviously, they are the Terps, so it makes sense to have the turtle, but I kind of like that. That kind of goes hard in a way. And also, is my textures messed up on this, or are the Terps jersey like a gradient of white and black? I don't know why. It looked like the bottom of the jersey right there had black at the bottom, which I don't know if it's like a texture mistake on that one or what was going on there. But I also love the real life sponsors. That's also another fun thing we always see. Yeah, right here. So they do have like a white and black gradient. That is so... It's like... It's weird. I don't know. I've never seen that on a I've never seen that on a jersey before. I guess again I only watch NFL, so that's probably why, but that is definitely a different, type of thing there. And now they're doing the titty thing again. And as always, with the end of NCAA, or the start of NCAA 13, we start off with this beautiful players working out intro, and then we get to the actual intro. So here's the actual intro of NCAA 13. Come on, give me something beautiful. Okay. Weird gradient thing again. We actually got our first look at the mascot. So no other NCAAs before 13 had an actual mascot in them. I always love the mascot sightings. We got the signs... kind of copied and paste from NCAA 12 I see here. We got the Terp statue as always. Okay. This one kind of goes hard. 13 always usually carries, I feel like. The last couple, 13 was carrying. 11 is still my favorite overall game and intro-wise, but 13 carries really good in a lot of these videos. So, not surprising here, especially because 14 is about to be up and 14 sucks. 14, they try to go with a movie type reel type concept here. They try to make it a movie, and it flops. It flops. I'm sorry. It flops. It is mid as all freaking heck. They're like, oh yeah, it's a trailer for a movie. Bro, ain't nobody watching the movie. Ain't nobody watching this movie. Other than Maryland fans, but that's beside the point. Ooh, mascot sighting. Okay, maybe this actually works. But it's like, I don't know. We're in the pregame, man. I don't want to see like the whole, I don't know. I'm not watching a movie. I'm watching a game. I don't have my popcorn. I have my TV going out my window because I'm so ticked off about the game. Something like that. All right, so now college football 25, the latest and greatest on next-gen consoles as well. Should have better graphics. Let's see how this looks. Okay. College football 25. Ooh, this one kind of goes hard, though. I will say, mascot sighting, love it. Did a pretty good job. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions, though. Which team would you like to see me do next? Again, the next two teams on the dock is Minnesota and Kentucky. So, any team you want me to do outside of those teams, tell me down below. See you on the next one.